Understanding Guaranteed Income with Elizabeth Crowe.
My name is Elizabeth Crowe, and I serve the City of Boulder community as Deputy Director of our Housing and Human Services Department. When we say guaranteed income, we mean providing people who are lower income a monthly direct cash payment for a set period of time. In this case, the Elevate Boulder project will be providing $500 per month for 2 years to 200 community members who meet the eligibility requirements and are selected by lottery to receive it.
According to the city, 25% of Boulder households cannot afford basic needs, even if they are receiving other benefits such as food and healthcare support.
We're increasingly realizing that the social safety net, or the kinds of benefits and forms of assistance that are available to people who experience low income, people who are experiencing disparities based on income or other parts of their identity, aspects of their identity, are not sufficient. They're not enabling people to really meet their basic needs and to get ahead. We and our city staff team have been looking at guaranteed income programs and models since a very notable project began in Stockton, California back in 2019. The concept is not new. There have been government leaders and civil rights leaders, economists talking about this concept of basic income or guaranteed income or universal income for decades.
It seems to me that the civil rights movement must now begin to organize for the guaranteed annual income, begin to organize people all over our country and mobilize forces so that we can bring to the attention of our nation this need and this something which I believe will go a long, long way.
COVID really brought the need into sharp focus. And during COVID, there was a point in time in which the federal government made available to families an additional child tax credit. That amount of money, just for 1 year, lifted thousands of people out of poverty. And it was a really good indicator, right, that, wow, maybe there's something happening here between the stimulus funds for COVID and that additional benefit for lower income families. People did better. Another reason why we're doing this now is because the city, along with other cities and counties, states all over the country, have American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA, funds for COVID relief. And this enables us with the dollars and the legitimacy, right, to use those COVID funds for a project like this. It's really quite a wave that's happening across the country with guaranteed income pilot projects happening in so many different states and so many different cities. Each one is different, and so the success looks different, but they all have been very successful. One thing that the pilot projects have shown is what many people who experience low income would already know, and that is that the majority of people spend the money that they have through these projects on their basic needs. They spend the money on food, on utilities, on transportation, on rent, on other household expenditures, on childcare. And so that addresses the myth or the concern that some people have, that people who just receive additional money with no strings attached will make what might be determined as bad choices. For programs like Keep Families Housed, which is run by the Emergency Family Assistance Association, or EFA, we see that the majority of people who are seeking assistance through that program are women and who are single head of household. So that is an indication, right? It doesn't mean that everybody meets that demographic or would identify in that way, but there are a lot more people in need who meet that demographic description. Similarly, as you kind of go down the income levels in the city of Boulder, you find much more diversity in terms of race and ethnicity, right? So you have many more people who are identifying as Latino or as African American or Black in lower income ranges. So we want to be sure that we're really meeting the needs of those community members in this project to the best degree possible. All over the country, these pilots are being run not to just say, this is a strategy that needs to be enacted only on the local level moving forward. It is part of a movement of community members, of local governments, state governments, national leaders to say, this could be the way that we do business as a country, that we are going to increasingly see policies at the state level, at the national level, that foster trust and dignity that can come with a direct cash assistance or guaranteed income program.
Cities across the country are helping mothers and other caregivers by providing no-strings-attached income assistance for those that need it most.
Challenging was it for you to make ends meet with the kids?
We could get by, but how horrible is that to live your life just getting by? That's not enjoying it.
But she is now. Her finance is less worrisome, thanks to a $500 cash payment Flores receives every month.
This is, I hope, right, telling the community we're not done yet, right? There are still different ideas out there that we think could work here. We're interested enough in them, and we see that they've been successful in so many other places that we think it could work here. How would this help? How will it add value to the work that we already are doing, that we're not going to stop doing? And I think it also hopefully just sends, again, a signal to community members that increasingly we do trust you. We're betting on you. We think that you have untapped potential, and all you need is a little more of a helping hand to figure that out.
To learn more or apply for the Elevate Boulder program, visit bouldercolorado.gov/projects/guaranteed-income-pilot-project.